It's official. I'm a piece of shit. I got the knock on the window last night. I was stupid. Basically, I zipped up the car and put all my fucking shades in. And I wasn't the only one, so it's not like, there was a van lifer parked. That's probably why. I guarantee you somebody called the cops, though, because the previous night I had spent the night in town and no problem. And I just parked in a less obvious place. Because I parked near the city. There's like a town park, but it's across from a hotel, so there were a lot of cars and stuff. But apparently somebody figured out what I was doing, and law enforcement got the loud, not shining his flashlight in. I had my blinds on. I was in my fucking comfort mode, like I had my shirt off and everything, and I was in the back. I wasn't bothering anybody. The car was running, and I was on my laptop editing. And so, I zipped up my fucking shorts because, I kind of let my balls bark at the end of the day. And, he's like, you can't sleep in town, but you can go to rest area just outside of town and sleep there. So he was friendly. He doesn't, he didn't taser me or anything. So I was like, okay, no problem, I'll move. Don't give him a hard time when, a lot of people get attitudes and shit. I could park here, it's public parking, I'm not hurting anything. No, just move. And not only move, but now that area is blown for me. So I can't, because if I go and get caught again, then there'll probably be a problem, like a ticket or whatever. So, no, I'm gonna go where he told me to go, or I'll go to the free campsite. Which I was just being, I was being kind of like I wanted the internet to be better. So I was trying to stay in town where the internet was good. Lesson learned. I knew sooner or later I'd get the knock on the window. Because even though this is stealthy from a distance, up close, and apparently there was a lot of foot traffic around where I was, and some snotty motherfucker probably decided to blow me in. So, oh well, it is what it is. I'm sorry you paid $150,000 for your RV or $400 a night for your hotel room or whatever. But, I'm not doing that. Yeah, so you can be jealous and get me chased off all you want. So, today is Saturday, and given the last couple days of dealing with people in the park, I need some peace and quiet. So, I'm going to do a town day. I'm going to get all my video edited and my photos done. I got my photos done last night. And then tomorrow, Sunday, I will head into Yellowstone for the last part of the park that I want to do before I head off to the Grand Tetons. And then my journey continues south. Getting down to the wire here. How much time I got left? That'll be my last week. And then probably a week from that then is when I'll start the journey back, but it'll be a quick skip, hop, and a jump because I'm going to drive pretty hard for that. So, knock on the window. He knocked like the police and shit. He was fucking banging. I thought he used his flashlight. I'm like, you gonna break my fucking window? What are you doing? But, he was friendly enough. He could have been a dick about it. And not only, the fact that he told me where I could go is a thing. He wasn't being an asshole. He's used to it apparently. So, is what it is. They just came from all the way down there. I don't even know where this trail leads out. If there's another overlook for that other falls. All I know is I tried the lower trail. Like there's a trail, very thin one below here. But I turned back because it was muddy and slippery. And muddy and slippery plus cliffs equals death. So a little less crowded on this trail, which is always a bonus. Last day in Yellowstone and shit. Let's see if I can manage not to die today. Even though I've already fucked up 3 or 4 times. But, you know, it's adventure, excitement, and heart attacks. Side quest. It looks safe enough. And I have a funny feeling it's worth it. Plus there's other boot prints here. Oh yeah. Definitely worth it. How brave do I want to get? Because it goes all the way down to the bottom. But it's muddy and slippery because it rained last night. So I'm thinking, fuck no. This is as unsafe as I want to get right here. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. This is one of the best vistas in the park, is the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone. 2 waterfalls and about 2,000 tourists. Another epic fucking day. I forgot how brutal the motherfucking climb back up this hill is. I've been doing better with chair brakes, but I needed one. And I'm not even like a quarter of the way up already. I think I'm getting a little exhausted. I might have to put a day of rest in between this and my 14 miler at Grand Tetons. I'm debating it too, because it's pretty fucking chilly. I don't have gloves or a proper hat either, so there's that.
No!
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to cover my fucking face because it's against my fucking religion. It's a new religion, and we worship the anti-Fauci, and, you know, that basically means that we do exactly the opposite of what Dr. Fauci says, and that is going to be my religion going forward. We have services every time we walk into a federal building, and, you know, that's how we practice our religion, you know, so yeah, don't trample my religious freedom, bitches. Well, it's the final day of Yellowstone, and I don't know, I've got mixed feelings. Part of me wants to stay. I didn't get everything done today. I started out pretty much trying to pick up where I left off. The Tower Road was still closed, so I went to the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone, and I gotta say, I ended up spending most of the day there just because I was in awe of all the fantastic fucking sights. I got probably a good 4 miles of hiking in there, and I still didn't do it all. There was another, you could cross a bridge and go to the other side of the canyon, and I'll have to save that for next time I come. I also didn't do Old Faithful, or any of the southwestern part of the park, because I did that last time, and I spent a lot of time in those areas last time, and I'm kind of wore out on fucking crowds. I don't know, it's just been, I don't know, it's been getting on my nerves, and I'm ready to move on to, you know, less populated areas. I realize that Grand Tetons is probably still going to be a shit show of people, but, you know, I think I can find some more out of the way places there than here. So, that being said, I did have a close encounter of the masked kind. And it was because I tried to go into a fucking building, and I had to take a shit. So I was looking for a bathroom. So I went to the Canyon Village, which had, you know, stores and restaurants that weren't open and all kinds of other shit. And I go in, and I'm seeing other people running around outside without masks. But I go in, and I asked the lady, she was wearing a mask, of course, if you had any bathrooms. And she was nice enough to say, well, it's in the other building, and you need to wear a mask in all federal property. And that kind of ruined my day a little. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you realize the irony of wearing a fucking mask while wandering around an active supervolcano that's 40,000 years overdue for eruption? Okay. Yeah. I didn't put one on. I ended up heading to Yellowstone Lake and parking like right at the end of it and cooking myself some brats and having a little no-bake cheesecake for dessert, and of course my coffee, and I just finished all of that up. And, you know, it was kind of a fun experience. I ran into some other people from New York. They were from Buffalo, and they saw my plates and realized I was from New York too, even named the city I was in, which is kind of scary. I guess it says it somewhere. But, you know, I'm just tired of the, you know, bullshit. I'm trying to not get in trouble. I'm tired of the bullshit. For the last year and a half, bullshit. And you can guess what I'm tired of. So I have no patience for it anymore. But that being said, you know, West Yellowstone, no problems there. The town that's outside the gate. And in some of the other buildings on site, I did not have any issues with either. it was just this one area, it seemed, where they were wanting to enforce the rules, the law. You know, last I checked, this order wasn't voted on by Congress, wasn't passed into law for all federal property. Not to mention that this is all taxpayer supported, so we all own this. And it's unconstitutional. So, yeah. Deal with it, motherfuckers. I don't care if that pisses you off or not. You know, and if you think I'm an asshole for it, well, I think you're an asshole. You know, if you force people to do it. I don't think you're an asshole if you wear it. It's by all means, you do you. But if you try and force me to do it, you're an asshole. I'm sorry. You know, you're selfish. And you know, I'm just tired of it. I'm really fucking tired of it. And it almost ruined... The fuck was that? It almost ruined my day here. But once I got going again, things got back to, you know, normal. So I wish I could have finished on a higher note. But, you know, there's a lot of beauty here. There's a lot to be had. And I'll have to come back because I can't do it all in one trip. If I could spend a couple more days here, but I'm ready to move. I'm kind of itching to move on to, you know, the Grand Tetons and then down to Utah and see how things are going there. And then got to start working my way back home. So I've only got a week left before I got to be back. So I want to try and cram a few other places in besides Yellowstone. But I'm definitely going to come back here again and again and again until the motherfucker blows up. So there's that. And for those of you who aren't aware, it strikes me that some people just don't understand. I'm going to put a link in the description to a documentary that explains just exactly what Yellowstone is. I think some people don't get that this one day, and it could be tomorrow, it could be 10,000 more years from now. It could be another 50,000 years. I don't know. But it could happen any day, any time between now and then. And we don't know when. We don't have a say in it. The scientists haven't figured the shit out. But sooner or later, this is going to blow up. And when it blows up, it's going to take out the entirety of North America. You know, it'll devastate the West completely. You know, we're talking insane amounts of destruction. And then, slowly but surely, it'll cover most of the globe in ash, which, of course, will change the climate, will also destroy a lot of vegetation and life, and then we'll be fighting over food. So there's that. So this, you know, this place, this beautiful place I've been wandering around, one day is going to destroy 3/4 of the population of the planet, probably. And, you know, when you put that in perspective with everything that's been going on, it kind of makes you wonder, right? You know, why are we fucking around with all of this? So, but that's it for this fucking video. Hang around at the end. I'm going to show you my photos from the past 2 days of this. If you're interested in seeing what I shot while I was out here. Other than that, it's been pretty routine, and I'm ready to move on. So, tomorrow, I'm hitting the road again. And shit. And by the time you've watched this, I've already hit the road, because I'm not going to get any editing done tomorrow. The inside of my car smells like brats. I need to come up with a better cooking solution. Don't worry, in a few days it'll smell like my ass again. And shit.